Welcome back to the channel, everybody. If you're a subscriber, welcome back. If you're new here, welcome. I hope you like it here. I hope you find it nice and quaint and not at all threatening, but entirely threatening. Now, if you're new here, you've probably already seen several other videos similar to this or this. But I'm going to tell you why you should stick around and keep watching. I've never ridden a street legal motorcycle before. This is my first helmet. This is my first ever time setting up a helmet. And if you're watching these videos, you probably haven't done it either, and so you're trying to gather all this information. You've got all these thoughts running through your mind like, how do I do it? How do I make it perfect? How do I get the lens centered? How do I make sure it fits right? How do I make sure everything's perfect? I've had those thoughts too. And that's why I'm gonna record this so you can see how it is for a complete beginner, somebody who's never done this before, to set up my helmet for the first time for motovlogging. If you watch some of my previous videos, I've alluded that motorcycle content is coming, and now it's finally here. Well, actually, specifically, it is February 19th. No, today is February 18th. Start riding tomorrow, February 19th through the 21st. On the weekend, that's going to be my course. I'll get into more of that later on and tell you guys all about that and how it's working and whatnot when those videos come out. So that's to catch you up because these videos may not come up for a while because, as you can see, this is my dorm room, which is another sneak peek to a video you're going to be seeing or have seen. Totally just lost my train of thought. Right, so I'm in college, engineering. It's very busy, so I don't have a lot of time to edit videos, and the downtime that I do have generally is spent, relaxing, recouping, sleeping, refreshing my mind to do more homework. Anyways, without too much of a rant, let's get into it and put this thing together. Alright, so let's get into this. Here is everything that we need to do this project. You get your helmet. That's very important. You can't really do this without a helmet. You gotta have your GoPro mic adapter. I recommend also having some epoxy, some quick setting, 5, 10, 20 minute epoxy. And then this is the real key. You can get these off of Amazon. This is just a little kit. Literally, I think even on Amazon, it had a picture of a motorcycle helmet, like shaded in the background with this on top of it. And these are all the parts that you're gonna need. You can put them together in various different ways. And there's multiples of them. So like if you mess it up, you can rip everything off, kind of scrape it all off, and then start over. All right, let's start putting it together. Just in preparation for this video to make this nice and easy for you guys. So here is my helmet. I went with the Bell Qualifier DLX MIPS. It's got that extra little spring plate up on top to cushion your head just a little bit more. So you see right in here, let me get this close to the camera so you can see. I've tried to do a little bit of mock-up. You'll see a couple different lines here, and I've marked them just A, 1A, 1B, 2A, and then this was a different other test over here. These are just different configurations that I made of these. I put them together in different ways and figure out where they would best fit. And then just marked it so that I could reference it back to make it quick and easy to put it back together. You can take one or two depending on your helmet, depending on the curvature of your helmet that you're trying to fit, and just practice. Just like take a couple test fits to do one, do two, and get it on your helmet here. Let's clear out the extra pieces. So like if you mess up, if you stick this wrong, rip it off, scrape it off, clean it off a little bit, and then try again if you really need to. But before you even stick it on, get your helmet and your pencil, and first of all, make a configuration and just see where it fits. See where you like it. So let's try 2. If we put 2 on here, there you go. Let's get this set up, get it lined up a little bit, press on it a couple different directions, try to wobble it, really press it on there. When you're really pressing on there, you squish these two pads down and it gets it pretty solid. Don't get a lot of wobble on there. And then further with that, as you epoxy, when you get this really stuck on there and then you epoxy the edges, it's not going to be coming off. You're going to have to really knock into it to make it come off. So now we're going to get to attaching it. So now we're going to take this off, so we're only dealing with the mount by itself. Alright, so first you notice that there's two different sides on here. I was curious too because they didn't give any instructions in this package to see you know, which side goes on the helmet, which side goes on the mount. So we're going to take a little sacrifice here and see what happens. So we take both of those off, and the side seems very minimally more sticky. We're going to assume both sides are really practically the same. Two of these on the mount, and then we're going to smash it onto the helmet. I want to take the visor off so I don't get any kind of dirt or adhesives on the actual visor, because this visor is a bit expensive, because little plug for this helmet, the Bell qualifier, this is a transition lens, so it's clear in the dark and it fades to a dark smoke shield during the day. So it's really nice. Gonna pop it off here. Real easy. Just pop that off so that stays nice and clean, and now we can easily work with the open helmet and grab it any which way we need to. Alright, so first thing is with the top adhesive, this top little piece of adhesive, don't put epoxy on this top side, because inside of some of these different mounts you'll see little gaps and holes in the sides here. So if you put adhesive on there and then squish this on there, you'll squish some of the epoxy up into these channels and then won't be able to get the second half of your mount on there. So defeating the purpose, so don't do that. For the sake of just consistency, I'm going to do the red side to the helmet and the yellowish side onto the mount. So I'll try not to get the adhesive part dirty so that it stays as sticky as possible. Get it nice and squared up. Squish that on there to the helmet. Take this, and I'll put these two adhesives together. This one's got to get a little bit better lined up because these ones are gonna stick and not move very much. Alright, pretty decent. That is the mount piece ready to go to the helmet. So now we're going to do a little bit of epoxy mixing, so makes it very nice and easy. Gonna get these tab off there. So now we just gotta mix some of this here together. Don't need too much of it. Okay. Yeah, alright. There we go. Roughly good. Then just pull the cap back a little bit. Now we're just going to take this, take our cap, there we go, clicks on. Now that can be saved and reused. Now we got to mix. You'll definitely smell it. You'll smell it when that chemical reaction starts happening. It's very much like, just like a burning rubber, rubbery chemical smell. We're going to double check, yep, that's where I'm going. I'm going to take a bunch of this. Go, just kind of scoop it, give it a good smear on here. So now we're gonna just take it, line it up nice and good. It's really no big deal. I mean, it's a helmet, doesn't need to look pretty, just gotta do the job. A minute or so, good pressure, and then once you let go, it should hold steady after that. I definitely put quite a bit on there. Definitely didn't need quite that much, but you know, that's why I'm doing this first, so you guys can see and learn from this. Alright, here we go. We're going to take a little, clean up some of this. Alright, so now it's a couple hours later, because as I said, I am currently at college, so had to take a break from recording this conveniently while the epoxy dried, and had class. So I got done class a little bit ago, did some work on a project, and now we're back. So as you can see, it doesn't look great, but it is heckin' solid on there. You can see the places where the epoxy was thicker absolutely definitely took a bit more time to dry. So like the 2 hours, this was let me see, this was 20 minute. This was 20 minute for full set epoxy. And I kind of piled it on thick back here. I'll probably go back and add just a little bit more just to make sure that it's solid. So we've got this there. So now we're going to take our mount. We're going to take it, boom. And now it's there. Now this is ready, just about ready for GoPro. So now it's a matter of just adjusting this. So take some of these, adjust where it should be, nice and center, and then just tighten everything up. So we just gotta hit these. I just tighten them a little bit and then make sure we're still in, because as you tighten them it'll get off a little bit. But nice and solid, hand tight is all you really need. And so now here we are at the final stage, which is going to be putting the GoPro in a case on the mount, mic adapter to mic, and then mic into helmet. Very important that you have either this cutout or you have to remove the door on the side of the GoPro where the mic adapter, the USB-C cable will go in. I'll route it into the helmet and I'll show you what I did with it. But it's basically, you know, with all this extra cord, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it up in here. I'm going to clip it on the back side of this cheek pad so that the mic is right over here, pointed down in towards my mouth. And then the rest of it is going to be wrapped around this pin. Let's see, which side is it? This side over here, my right side. So we're going to start by taking out the cheek pad and seeing what we're working with on the inside. And then from there, so we got to get the snaps. Yeah, so anyway, so we're going to take the cheek pad out. We're going to clip the microphone on, see where we can route the rest of this cable, and then determine how much cable we need to reach this. Position the GoPro on the arm so that it can reach this slot comfortably. This slot over here, as long as it can get from here to there nice and comfortably. And then clump it up nice, tuck it away, put it all back together, and yeah, then we'll have a finished product and we'll see how it sounds. Alright, cut to time lapse. There we go. Now we have our beautiful lighting. Sorry, it's getting late. It's been a long day of work. So we're continuing on with the progress. But anyways, because of these black pieces that tuck in, I can't run it straight down. Like from the inner ear, I can't go straight down underneath. So what I had to do was route this around several times, and then it has to go front. And this is where my chin bar, the chin curtain is right here. I run it through the crack of the chin curtain, up, and then it goes right up out to the mic adapter right out here. Where those red dots are, where these red spots are, that's where the clips are. And it's even like a little bit recessed, so the tape won't really get in the way of that at all. Alright, so now let's get it in there and let's test it out.
From what I understand...
Okay, does this work? That's my question. Does this work?
By
And a test. how this microphone sounds is testing the standard mic. This is on standard mic plus. Back on standard mic. Right now the mic is even higher, even further away. Now this would be bad for wind noise. This is back to standard mic in the first position. Alright. Finally, this should be picking up from the mic inside my helmet. So now you're going to get some awful noises of me putting it on. Look around. Whoa. All right. There we go. Can you see me? Yeah, you can see. Wow. There we go. Should be pretty good. All right, yeah. There we go. So there we go. There's the helmet. So all right. So what happened there? Hopefully you're hearing this. I won't know until I get back to my computer, but hopefully you're hearing this. Is that the Purple Panda one has 3 black rings, and the GoPro mic adapter wants 2 black rings. That's the only difference. Other than that, I just had to change the settings, the preferences for the microphone, which once it was plugged in. It was either like powered mic, which I don't know what a powered mic would be. I guess that would be like if you're using a Tascam or something like that. Or a just standard mic, which is running off of the power of the GoPro. So I just put it on standard mic, and this is how it sounds with it up here. It's pretty much out of the way. You know, it just puts a little fuzzy on my cheek, but that's really it. Besides that, there's closing it, and this is the sound from the inside. The sound inside of here already resonates with my head a little bit. So once I have the visor down, I definitely already talk a little quieter. We're going to see how it changes on the motorcycle, but if everything goes well, today's the 18th, Saturday. We just had some snow. Let's go take a look at that. I don't know if you guys can see here. Let me turn the lights off so you can see. Hopefully this is sounding. Hopefully you guys get this sound so I don't have to redo this. But yeah, it snowed, and it's supposed to snow again. So really hoping that my class doesn't get canceled, so I can bring you guys some motorcycle content here on the channel. But if all this works, you guys should be hearing this. Thanks for watching. I hope this helped you guys so that you guys can, you know, do this without running into some of these problems with the excess epoxy and with the whole, you know, headphones or the microphone issue with the adapter. It's all mayhem, but hopefully this guys helped you. If it did, leave a comment, hit that subscribe if you wanted to see the rest of this content, motorcycle content coming out. Let me know. I'll see you on the motorcycle, guys. Let's go. Let's get it.